What's going on, guys? Welcome to PHV 89, guys. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, PHV 879. Yes, we've got it. We've got it going on. If you haven't seen the last video, check it out in the link in the description. Well, guys, this here is coming on today. We're going to be doing on my bike over there, my brother's bike, the new forks, the new triple trees, the fork holders, the light holder, the bars. I'll try and get it all on today. Maybe not all of it, maybe some of it, but yeah, it's the plan to get it on the bike. I might need to get some grease for this over here. This is my bike, 2015 Harley Davidson V-Rod. Yeah, if you're new to the channel, subscribe now, please. Like the video, obviously. But guys, we are moving. So much to go on, so much to work together. New rear fender, new actual brake lever, clutch lever, and also I've got some new actual handlebar levers as well. Sorry, grips, handlebar grips. And then obviously we get the wheels on. The brake calipers. It's all gonna be crazy. I can't believe it. It's all here. So yeah, let's gotta be careful. But let's do this. Right, got the hardest bit done, guys. I thought, yeah, the tree holders, the fork holders, gonna be easy, but actually, I had to fit the actual brake line on the front back on and feed it through this tiny area to get it back on. And it was easier putting it back on than it was taking it off. So it is on. The brake lines are on, which is all good. So we are moving, guys. I'm not gonna wait much longer to show you, but check that out. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh, look how all of it flows. Look at it all flows. Yeah. Wow. That's crazy. I love it. I'm gonna get some black caps for these bolts and for these ones over here, but you know, I don't care really. That looks insane, doesn't it? I love it. Guys, like, subscribe, please share the content. This is gonna be one epic build, I hope, for myself. Don't care what you guys think. If you love it, you love it. If you hate it, you hate it. Drop down in the comments, do you love it or do you hate it? But for me, I love it. I'm in absolute love with this right now. I mean, look at that. That is beautiful. So, note to self, guys, don't put on the headlight cover yet when you have changed anything in the actual forks and you're putting them back on, because you want to make sure that obviously that axle goes through the wheel, therefore it will slide straight in without any problems. when you don't have any like one higher than the other. And obviously you want to make sure it's aligned underneath the actual handlebars itself over there, which is perfect. And then we are all ready to go basically once everything is set. It's just making sure those little things are done, guys, because if you don't, then you're going to find it a lot harder. And it's just about, you know, making sure that things are slotting in one at a time as a domino effect. I must admit I made mistakes where I wanted to put the caliper on, but I thought actually the wheel needs to go on first, then the caliper needs to go on the brake disc, then onto the actual holder on the actual forks itself, and then connect the actual brake lines to it, plus the front fender onto the actual front of the fork holders. Looking at my brother's bike is a godsend because it makes my life easier, not having to, you know, make mistakes and actually see if it's right on the internet. Whereas that is kind of my book right there, looking at his bike, and it works well for me. So yeah, next thing is we'll get the wheels on, and then I mean we've got the front wheel on, brake calipers. I mean obviously I can't ride it without the back wheel, and also once the back wheel's on I've got to bleed the actual brake calipers as well, and the ABS. What we getting there? Right, we are on the second day of putting this bad boy together. Yeah. Now today I'm gonna put the swing arm on. Let's get this on, shall we? Yeah, let's see how we this to me is gonna be the toughest thing, is getting the swing arm on. Right, I've kind of like, yesterday I tried getting the swing arm on and I was getting painful. So I spoke to one of the boys, Alan, and he said to me that I should actually try and wet sand the actual the axle that goes through this here, wet sand it, and I'll maybe get the stuff off it, basically all the crap, and then well, this part here, this part is struggling to go through, and then hopefully I've bought some more spray, some white lithium grease. That should work, but it's tough. This swing arm is hard work, I'm not gonna lie. So let's get it done, shall we? Let's try. We made it. Made a shot, little photo shoot. It's not the greatest, but you know. Yep, I've got some sweet photos for my Instagram. If you ever want to check my Instagram, PHVA79 on Insta. Give me a follow, drop a comment, drop me a message if you want to actually share your bike, and I'll put it. Just send me a message and I'll share it on the actual Instagram page itself. Let's start from the front. Start from the wheel. Obviously the wheel's been right polished and then candy powder coated on the front. You can do these things to the wheels basically by plating it, which costs so much more than what I've done to mine. So you've got the front wheel candy color copper, then you've got the bottom end of the forks gloss black. I actually sprayed I got the caliper also gloss black, that's powder coated. the bottom section of the forks as well is powder coated black. The whole fork is powder coated black as well. And then you got the bottom section of the fork holders, and you can see the bugs hit my bike. And the best thing about why I did this is because when you have the muscle, when it's aluminium, bugs make the actual aluminium pit, basically. It loses shine. That's why you gotta polish it. Whereas now, all I do is wipe it down and wash the bike, and it just keeps the shininess. The bottom tree holders, the bottom fork holders, copper color, and then we have obviously the LED light, which is what we had before, and then the light cover as well is copper finished, candy. These sections weren't ceramic polished. Then you've got also the top end of the fork holders, which are also copper candy, powder coated, and the top of the actual forks, which is the cap. I thought that was quite a nice little touch, to have powder coated that copper candy, and the handlebars. I mean, that's stock handlebars, and just look at the color it sets off now. It looks, that's all stock, just powder coated. I mean, look at that. Can you see the change in color when the sun hits it, when you get that real reflection? Then we have the bottom section of the actual dials, powder coated black. You can powder coat the bottom section because it's actually metal. The top is plastic, so don't powder coat that. You have to actually spray that gloss black, which I did that myself. I did the top section gloss black, and I did the bolts as well gloss black, and I also did these bolts here on the fairing, on the covers gloss black too. So it's all matching colors. There's no silver on those areas, and yeah, I mean, it looks absolutely perfect in my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments below, guys. Then we've got the new Oberon levers, which can be adjusted as well, which I've adjusted to my suitable hand positioning on the brake and the clutch as well. And then I've got the Avon handles. These really, I really like them. I've actually got covers for the rear, the front, which suit sort of the same suit as the ends to the handlebar levers, the handlebar grips, which will go on the front. But I need to make a little metal plate to basically allow it to screw onto the front, and then it's going to be covered on the front only with the silver fork hold for the forks, which are silver, and the rest is gloss black. Then I'm going to spray the other bolts gloss black too. And then also, I mean, look at that. Even the bolt here, I've got it sprayed by copper candy color. You know, Kurt's done a really good job on that, and it just all flows really nicely now. And that's what I really wanted, is that to be set and just looking perfect. And it just looks, I mean, you can see from here, see the actual copper, and the black around here as well. That's what I've done to the front, plus the holder for my phone. Yeah, I mean, that for using actual sat nav is perfect. This is a quad lock, guys, quad lock. And then we move on to the rear. So moving on to the rear, the swing arm was also being copper colored, obviously, as well. Got a section there, got to wipe some stuff off there, just missed that. And I got these covers as well. These covers are actually I bought off AliExpress. Yeah, sprayed them gloss black myself too. Copper color on the actual forks, the swing arm, and then also the covers here in gloss black to cover the rear axle. And then we have the air suspension, and I'll show you how low this actually goes. I've also got the lowering tool on it as well, which makes it as low as it possibly can go on the 2015 plus models with the 5-gallon tank, where this tank is actually hitting my swing arm, so it won't go any lower. And you can see how low it is underneath. I mean, it's probably about 3 or 4 inches off the ground. So the air suspension is set. This is actually the Arnott's air suspension without the adjustable spring dampening. Then you got also the black rear gloss black caliper, and then also we have the rear wheel, which is incredible. And also I have these nice Las Vegas dice, which is, I think, are absolutely cool. The rear fender as well, the shorter muscle fender. You can see normally the fender comes to about here on the stock one, which, yeah, that gives off that rear tire look so much more meaner, so much more aggressive. Then I also sprayed, well, I got powder coated the rear belt wheel and also the top cover. I have got the bottom cover, which is gloss black. I kind of like without the cover though too, and yeah, it just looks absolutely perfect. And then obviously the side, it's got the cover as well for the swing arm axle, and then the rear wheel axle too. I've got another cover too here. Yeah, completely transformed, guys, completely transformed. I've got new tires to the front. I can't get those tire stickers off because they're really well stuck on. But I've got some 35 profile. That's a 40 profile 19-inch